Hey guys, so I came across this article from an Ontario newspaper, and it's absolutely disgusting. It's send protesting truckers to Ukraine to see what the fight for freedom really looks like in other letters. So they basically have people sending in their opinions, and of course, nothing's pro freedom. But, anyways, so I'm absolutely disgusted because where do these people live? Like, what reality are they living in? Because for the last 2 years, I'm pretty sure they've allowed people to die alone. 12-year-olds can go behind their parents' backs and make medical decisions now. Businesses have been shut down. People with real health issues cannot get medical exemptions at all. Overdoses, suicides have been skyrocketing. Old people in some places have not been able to leave for 2 years, have not been able to go outside. How is that? How do they have freedom? Where's this freedom? Over 250,000 surgeries canceled and cancer screenings canceled. It's taking a toll on children's learning drastically and telling you who and where you can go, what time you can go, and all this stuff. Where in their reality is that look like freedom? There's nothing free about any of this. And if you actually go and look at the data, I won't get much into this, but all you have to do is go look on Statistics Canada. 2020, only 13,000 more people died than the year before. And if you go look at the age groups of everyone who died from, I don't want to say the word, but you know what I'm talking about. It was like, I think 27,000, and like 85% of them or 80% were over the age of like 70 or 80. And it barely affected anybody young. So if people want to argue, like, all you have to do is look at the data. We are being controlled and we have the right to fight for our freedom. Nobody is saying that Ukraine is not going through hard things right now, but it is pretty terrible to throw Canadians under the bus because we want our lives back. These people are like the perfect programmed sheep. And I don't like talking like this, but like, it's crazy. It's like we're living in the Twilight Zone. And it's really sad because these people who write these type of articles are basically selling their soul for a paycheck. I also want to point out, like, where's their logic? Do they not realize that, like, a lot of us are unjabbed and we can't leave the country? So, like, what the heck? All right, so let's just go over some of these open letters. I feel like they're going to be pretty hilarious. And who knows if they're actually even real people. Because after what we've seen with the media in the last few weeks, obviously they'll just make up whatever they want. So yeah, this person, I believe it's one of these two people. But anyways, so they basically say they were angry enough to fight for freedoms. Who was angry? Did they like see what everyone else saw? Because everyone was loving and helping each other out, shoveling the snow. I went there February 19th, a few hours after the truckers were forced to leave, and it was just a big dance party. Everyone was singing and dancing. It was just so awesome. And then they go on to complain about how they brought their children in hot tubs. Sounds like they're jealous. I bet you they don't have fun ever. All right, so this next one. Wonder if those recent freedom protesters in Canada have taken a long moment to think about Ukraine and actually fighting for freedom. Canadian freedom protesters are what we call a first world problem, a spoiled North American outlook on life. The reasons are just amazing. Great reasons. And I love how they put freedom in quotations, like we weren't fighting for freedom. These people literally have no idea what's going on, and it's really sad because they just don't have the brain capacity to think their own thoughts. Join forces. I think justice would be served if all of the protesters who want to rebel against our glorious freedoms in Canada could join forces with the Ukrainian people. It would teach them a hard lesson about what it means not to be heard and have their rights disrespected. Okay, this one just confuses the crap out of me. I don't know if it's because it's late, but if they're saying that we rebelled against our freedoms, They must be high on crack or something. Maybe they're getting some of those crack pipes Biden's handing out, because that literally makes no sense. We were not rebelling against the freedoms. We were trying to get our freedoms back. But they still posted this dumb comment because, hey, it sells papers, right? So that was this article from March 1st. And I'll leave a link in the comments if you want to read it for yourself. And again, just when you read this stuff, just try not to let it bug you. These people are nuts.